More money is wasted on advertising than anything else in the home service business. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about if you're ready to run ads, right? How do you know if you're ready to run Facebook ads or if you're ready to run Google ads? Surely you just start an HVAC company and you start running ads, right? Wrong. Running ads is probably one of the last things that you should do. And when you hear people say you're not ready to run ads, this is what they mean. Ads, paid ads specifically, Google pay-per-click and Facebook ads and whatever other ads, Angie's ads, that should be your last resort to getting business, right? So it should be a part of your package, right? I have a son who plays basketball and they have certain dribble moves and they say you got to have a lot of moves in your bag, right? So to translate that to home service, paid ads is a part of your package. You got to have that in your bag of all your marketing things. But if you have it by itself, then you're wasting a lot of money and you're truly not ready for ads. So there's two things that'll tell you if you're ready to run paid ads or not. Let's start with number one. Number one, are you doing your organic marketing? If you're not doing any organic marketing, that's the lowest hanging fruit. It's the easiest way to get customers. So why start paying for ads if you're not doing the free stuff? Do the free stuff first, max out your schedule on that, and then when you need more leads, because you're maxed out from your organic stuff, then you can start paying, right? So number one reason that'll tell you you're not ready to run paid ads is if you're not doing organic. What is organic? BNI, that's a networking group. Usually there's a couple BNI chapters in every city in the United States and Canada, even across the globe, right? So BNI is an international networking group. What it is you get on Zoom or in person and you're meeting other business owners, other people in the trades, other people in different businesses that can refer business to you. You're finding other business people in your town and you're telling them what you do and you're meeting them and you're making friends with them, you're making connections with them. And when they're out and about and they're doing business, they can refer you and you can do the same thing for them, right? BNI does have a fee, so I guess you can say it's not organic, but the fee is so low compared to Google ads and Facebook ads and these other ads that you can almost call it organic because it's networking. Chamber of Commerce. Every town has a Chamber of Commerce. The fee to join is usually very low, and you're meeting people in government. You're meeting the mayor. You're meeting your council people. You're meeting other business owners. You're meeting people in the community, right? It's a very, very low cost. You should be going to the Chamber of Commerce meetings. Nonprofits. Are you showing up in the community as a business? Are you helping out your community and able to show your community that you're doing something good so that people can attach your business to the community and you're not just someone who wants money all the time, right? Nonprofits. It's another thing. Okay, here's another very free, very low cost, very easy way to get business is local Facebook groups. Local yard sale groups, they're free. Sometimes there's hundreds of thousands of people in there. I've seen groups with 100,000, 200,000 people. The smaller groups can have anywhere from 4,000 to 50,000 people in your town. Post in there, right? Why pay for a Facebook ad to put a reel up or a video up or an ad up and actually pay for that on Facebook if you're not posting that same ad for free on Facebook in those Facebook groups? It doesn't make sense. Post in those Facebook groups, right? Now, here's the second thing that'll tell you if you're not ready to run ads. Do you have a consistent follow-up strategy for leads? This is what happens when people run Facebook ads or any type of ad and they're not ready. A lead comes in, they don't have time to call them back. Waste of money, right? Or this is the other scenario. A lead comes in, they call them back 5 hours later or the next day or 2 days later. Guess what? It's too late. They forgot what they filled out. They forgot that they clicked on the ad. We don't even remember what we ate for breakfast yesterday. It's too late, right? So what we need to do, Here are some follow-up techniques for you to follow up on your leads. Number one, respond quickly. So you can't just respond quickly and say, I'm going to respond quickly. You need to set up a system that allows you to respond quickly. I use a software called Chirp. I love Chirp. What I can do is I can connect that Facebook form to a campaign. When someone fills it out and they put their first name, last name, and phone number, I can have Chirp text me with the person's first name and their phone number, and I can call them back within seconds. Doesn't matter where I am in the world. Boom, I got a text message. Mary filled out the form, has her phone number. I click on it, I call her within seconds. Guess what? I won over the other companies that they're reaching out because I called them instantly, right? After that, here are some other follow-up techniques that you can use that I personally use. Let's say I get a text message that they filled out a Facebook form. I call them, they don't answer. Do you give up? Do you get mad at your Facebook ads person? Oh, I just hit the mic. Do you get mad at the Facebook ads person and say, hey, these people aren't answering, they're bad leads? Hey, you don't always answer the phone, neither do your leads, right? These are warm customers, but sometimes they fill out a form and they don't want to answer the phone right now. They're scrolling on Facebook. They don't want to get in conversation. It's 5, 6 p.m. They're just vegging out. They filled out the form. They see you call. They didn't answer. Leave them a voicemail. Call them the next morning if it's the afternoon. If it's the morning, call them at lunchtime. If they don't answer at lunchtime, call them in the evening. They gave you their cell phone number. They want you to reach out. Now, I get a lot of comments where people say, you're bugging people. If someone gives you their phone number and says, hey, I need help for HVAC, call me, and you call them, are you bugging them? They gave you their number. Your idea that you're bugging people by following up is in your own mind, right? That's called head trash. Get that out of your head. They did give you the number, and when you call them, they understand they gave you the number. Now, if someone says, stop calling me, don't call me again, then that's clear, right? But don't block yourself. A lot of times we block ourselves as owners and as managers of our HVAC companies. So what I do is we have a 2-2-1 follow-up process, which means if a lead does not answer, we're calling them twice that day. So I call them the first time within seconds. They don't answer. I'm picking a different time to call them. So if it's in the morning, they didn't answer, I'm calling them at lunch. That's twice. I don't call them the third time. The next day, I'm calling them at 2 different times that I picked. So if I called them at 9, they didn't answer, and I called them at lunch, they didn't answer. That was twice the first day. Remember, we're doing a 2-2-1. 2 times the first day, 2 times the second day, 1 time the third day. I called them at 9 and 12. The first day, they didn't answer. Guess what? I'm calling them at 3 o'clock the next day. If they don't answer, then I'm calling them at 6 p.m. So I tried 4 different time slots. I'm going to leave a voicemail when they don't answer. And then the next day, I'm going to call them once. And, of course, the lead is now getting cold. The good news is, if you're using a software like Chirp, then you're also sending them text messages, because some people are never going to answer because they don't want to answer. Remember the generation we're dealing with. If you have a baby boomer, they probably answered the first or the second time. If you have a Gen Zer, they're probably never going to answer the phone. But good thing is you have that text going out. Surprise, surprise, they responded to the text. You can respond and say, would you like a phone call? Can I call you? And they'll say yes. If they say no, say, okay, no problem. Can I book an appointment? And you text them, right? So we have a 2-2-1 phone call follow-up process, and we have a text message that goes out immediately when they fill out the form, and then we're sending another text message the next day, and then we're sending one 3 days later, and we're sending one 6 days later, and we're sending one 10 days later, and then we're ending it. If they don't respond with all of that, we're done. Right? We're not going to continue to call them. But, and there's more, like all those infomercials, we are going to add those people to an email campaign once per month because our form collects their email. What you have to do is you have to tag those customers in your CRM so that you can organize them. So let's say You got 100 leads from your Facebook ads. 10 of those leads turned into jobs, right? So you have a 10% closing rate. Remember, you still have 90 people that did say they needed your help, so there's a real need there. They reached out to you. You didn't chase them down and force a card in their pocket. They filled out the information. So out of those 100, if you have 10 that closed, you're going to have 90 people that you're going to send an email to once per month. But you have to have those 90 people organized in your CRM. And you do that by tagging them, right? So once you tag them, you're going to be able to pull up those 90 people by doing a report, by searching the tag. You're going to put those people into an email software. Once you put them into an email software, those are those 90 people. You're going to send them a highly targeted message for whatever your ad was for. So if your ad was about HVAC maintenance and they responded to that, you're going to send them emails once a month about tips for HVAC maintenance or tips for energy savings. You don't want to just let go of these customers because remember, you paid for them and they reached out to you. So even if you have 100 people and 10 convert, you don't just have 10 customers, you still have 100 customers because you're going to add them to your list and you're going to reach out to them for the foreseeable future. If you don't have any of this set up, don't spend a penny on paid ads because you will waste your money. Set this up, set up something that you can respond to quickly and that you can put those customers into a bucket, into your CRM so that you can reach out fully. Once you've conquered that, you, my friend, are ready to run ads. Down in the description, we have a sales training course that will teach you how to follow up. All the information is down there. Just read it. Go to our webpage. Take a look. While you're down there, hit subscribe because we're always sending a lot of information in this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day.